So Marry Me definitely does bring something new to the rom-com genre, however it is very, very formulaic and doesn't stray too far from the standard path. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel Lifestyle Critic. I hope you're having a brilliant day. So in this video we are going to be reviewing Marry Me, which is a romantic comedy movie based on the novel of the same name by Bobby Crosby, and definitely does have a larger than life aspect to it, and it does feel really, really charming in how ridiculous it is. And you also can see the ending coming a mile off, and they definitely could have pushed certain aspects a lot further, and it doesn't do anything too differently from the standard and predictable formula. But all of that being said, there is still enjoyment to be had in this movie, and I'm going to be breaking it all down for you in this movie review. So we're introduced to Kat Valdez and Bastian, who are a true musical superpower couple, and they are due to get married in front of millions of fans watching them in a bit of a concert setting. However, seconds before Kat is about to go on stage, she learns that Bastian has been cheating on her, and in a moment of impulse, she decides to marry awkward maths teacher Charlie, who is in the crowd, and these two have never met each other. And the film then explores whether or not these two are going to be able to survive their marriage in these very crazy circumstances, and whether or not their two different worlds are able to be really, really compatible. Now, from a positive point of view, like I said, this movie has got a bit of a charming storyline. I absolutely love all of the meta references of both of these massive superstars, kind of having these in front of the public type lifestyles, which they do actually have, and kind of spinning it so it does kind of feel really, really meta. It is really, really fun, really, really comedic, and I absolutely love all of the behind the scenes aspects of where you can see what it's really like for celebrities in terms of having their lives documented, always filming for social media, seeing all of the sponsored deals from brands' point of view. Also, the storyline is really, really heartfelt. You really are connected with all of the different characters, and I absolutely love all of the musical numbers. There are loads of them in this movie, so it definitely is in the musical category, whilst also having a bit of a romantic comedy genre in there as well, which works really, really well. However, from a negative point of view, it's really, really predictable in terms of what's going to happen at the end of this movie, and you can kind of see all of the predictable beats that they do follow, like they do in all other romantic comedy movies. I also feel like they could have delved a lot deeper into the behind the scenes aspects of what it's like to be a celebrity and all of the fame aspects. Like I said, they definitely do touch on it, and you do get to experience it through this movie, but they definitely could have focused a lot more on it. Also, in the final act, it's really, really intriguing when the Charlie character, who is very anti-social media, begins to use social media, and I guess they really could have focused on this a lot more. For example, the Charlie character could have got really addicted to social media, and also some craziness could have happened as well from the fact that everybody loves the Kat Valdez character. So like I said, there are loads of interesting aspects that this movie introduces but doesn't necessarily go deeper into, but despite that, the storyline that they do have in this movie is actually really, really charming. So from a cast and characters point of view, everybody quite literally does put their best foot forward and does a really, really good job in this movie. So let's go through them one by one. So first up, we have the absolutely incredible Jennifer Lopez, brilliantly playing the Kat Valdez character. So effortless, you really can see all of the amazing acting range that JLo has on offer in this movie, as she is able to experience and express the full breadth and range of all of the different emotions that this character goes on through this movie. And even though she is a total superstar in this film, she is actually really, really relatable, especially in all of the sequences with the Charlie character. Absolutely amazing musical numbers being performed by Jennifer Lopez. Absolutely incredible, and she really is very determined and very empowering in terms of she really does go for what she wants. And I feel like there are really cool lessons that this character is teaching all of the other characters through this movie. For example, if you want to have something different, you have to do something different. And sometimes when you do take a shot, not everything adds up in the way that you would expect it to. So I feel like even though she is absolutely catapulted to a massive level in this movie, as she is so famous and is a true celebrity, I feel like the advice that she is giving all of the other characters as an audience member, you can really, really take it, and it is really adaptable and applicable to everybody, no matter where they are in the fame ladder, which is really, really cool. Next up, we have Owen Wilson playing the Charlie character. He is playing a character that you've definitely seen before from Owen Wilson's body of work, in terms of being a bit of a nice guy character, a little bit similar to the Mobius character that we saw in the Loki TV series. The thing I absolutely love about the Charlie character is that he is totally out of his comfort zone in this whole new world, and the way in which he is navigating it and embracing it is really, really cool. He's obviously a maths teacher and is really passionate about his class winning the mathalon, and is also trying to help his daughter overcome her confidence issues when she is on stage trying to solve a bit of a maths problem and conundrum, as this is obviously something that this character suffered from in the past. So I feel like Owen Wilson is actually pretty layered, but this definitely is J-Lo's movie. We also have Sarah Silverman, who is playing a character called Parker, who is Charlie's support network and really helps him. Across this movie, we've also got John Bradley, who is the hilarious manager to the Kat Valdez character, and this character has some brilliant sequences in this movie, and they've got some awesome cameos in this film, so brilliant. They've got all of the big presenters, for example Jimmy Fallon, the presenters on the Today Show, all making cameo appearances, and they do such a good job. And of course we have Maluma in this movie, who is so phenomenal as the Bastian character, really, really brilliant as a musician himself, and the way in which this character has loads of women just throwing himself at him. And obviously this character did cheat on the Jennifer Lopez character, although I do feel like they could have really explored all of the regret that this character feels, as they do kind of brush past it, and this character just kind of wants to win Kat back. Like I said, they really could have focused on it a lot more, but like I said with the Owen Wilson section, this definitely is Jennifer Lopez's movie, and she does such a phenomenal job, as do all of the other actors in this film. So from a visuals point of view, Marry Me looks absolutely incredible. This was filmed just before all of the COVID pandemic stuff happened, which is why you can have all of these massive, brilliant, amazing concert sequences. Not something necessarily that movies these days are able to achieve, but I feel like because of that, this movie really does stand out from the crowd. And on that point, all of the musical numbers and all of the musical scores sound and look absolutely incredible. Looks like you've got the best seat in the house for a brilliant concert. Like I said, there are quite a few of these sequences happening in this movie, so it definitely does feel like a bit of a musical movie. And if that is your thing, then you're definitely going to enjoy it. I absolutely love all of the glitz and glam sequences that they show in terms of showing the lives of the rich and famous and these big massive celebrities, and kind of having a bit of a sneak peek into what it's like behind the scenes. Does look really, really cool, and then you can really see the contrast that this has in terms of Kat's world versus Charlie's world, which is very, very simplistic, very, very stripped back, and you can see why people are attracted and allured to the world of a celebrity, and I feel like they capture all of that really, really well in this movie. So from a comparisons point of view, I feel like conceptually this movie is really, really similar to the reality TV series Married at First Sight, and I think in terms of comparing it to other romantic comedy movies, it's a lot stronger than the second act, Just Go With It, and The Breakup Plan. However, I don't think it's as strong as Love Hard, The Hating Game, or Valentine's Day, and so I feel like Marry Me sits very safely in the middle. So overall, I thought that Marry Me was a really, really enjoyable movie. The musical numbers alone were just absolutely incredible, and literally did transport you into a bit of a live concert, which is really, really cool. And I feel like all of the storyline aspects of this movie in terms of what happens to this character and just the crazy impulse decision that she makes that just leads all of this chaotic stuff taking place was really, really cool. That being said, it is a little bit predictable in terms of where things are going to go, and they really could have pushed certain aspects which were really, really interesting in terms of the behind the scenes celebrity lives of these two different characters, and then them trying to do the opposite of what they're used to and trying to live the lives of their counterparts, which was really, really cool. And like I said, the fact that this movie was filmed way before the pandemic even happened, which meant that it could be really, really dynamic. And so for all of those reasons, I'm going to give Marry Me a solid 6.5 out of 10. Now I'd love to hear what you thought of this film, so let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.